to vlog number 3 of the Vlogger in Paradise series, or my Vlogger in Paradise series. This time we're doing an interview. We're going to interview a person who's accompanied you on your poker/life journey. In terms of when I've played poker, I haven't really had a sort of a crew or anything like that I've, a group of people that I've always sort of played with. I mean, there are a few people that I knew playing when I was in Sydney. A few people I've sort of played with every now and again since I've been in Melbourne. So the next best option was somebody that has accompanied me on my life journey, or at least part of my life journey anyway. With that, we'll get to our interview guest. So here is the interview guest, my wife, Greer. We've known each other for about 10 years now. Sort of got serious about 5 years ago. Got married a couple of years ago, and we now have 2 kids who we both love dearly. Anyway, Greer's not a poker player, poker person at all. How soon was it before you realised that poker was part of my life?
When you showed me that video, when you asked me to watch that TV show.
I think she's referring to an episode from a really dodgy TV show that we have in Melbourne called Aces High in 2007. It's not actually running anymore. It used to be screened on a community TV channel, Channel 31. I was on an episode of that in 2007. I think I said, look, turn on the TV. I'm on TV.
This time he's picked up an ace-queen there for Kerry. Very nice. Good diamond.
Made it to the second round of
Kerry checks.
one of these free rolls. So we just played.
He's going to try and buy it.
Just like see how I go.
10,000 is bet.
I think I should shut up actually, shouldn't I? Sorry. Yeah.
Kerry seems to have been fairly conservative so far. It's interesting. I wouldn't have picked he was going to do that, but he comes along.
I think I'm behind him.
It's a good play.
Ooh, no, I'm not.
He's got enough. He flips it over. It's a good read.
And yeah, apart from that, obviously you knew then that I was sort of into poker a little bit at least. At what point did you realise that it was something I was reasonably serious about?
When we started dating.
Because when we first started dating, you more knew me as a chess player rather than a...
No, you talked about poker a fair bit.
Okay, fair enough.
Especially in the first 3 months.
And that didn't scare you off at all?
No.
Or not too much?
No.
Okay. Anyway, as I said, Greer's not a poker player and doesn't really know too much about poker, doesn't want to know too much about poker, I think, which maybe is a good or a bad thing, I'll see. But what I thought we'd do is sit down and have a look at one of my first poker experiences, and I'm sure for a lot of you as well, one of your first experiences with poker, the movie Rounders. So we're actually going to watch it together. Greer's only seen sort of bits and pieces of clips of it. She hasn't actually watched the whole film. And then when we finish, we might actually see what her opinion about poker is after watching Rounders, and see what she thinks of it, and how poker will fit into our lives going forward, and what this Platinum Pass would mean both to myself and us as a family.
first prize at the World Series of Poker is $1 million. Does it have my name on it? I don't know. But I'm gonna find out.
So I just finished watching Rounders for the first time. What are your initial thoughts about the film?
Interesting.
Interesting in what way?
It's all about poker,
Well,
which I knew nothing about.
okay, do you feel you know any more about poker as a result of watching
A little bit.
Rounders? Do you feel any more sympathetic to my cause of wanting to play some poker every, now and again?
Yeah.
Is this going to change anytime soon? Or? Not trying to put you under pressure or anything like that.
I'll let you play.
Occasionally.
Maybe in the next few weeks you might be able to play a bit more.
Okay. What do you think about the Vlogger in Paradise competition and the idea of the Platinum Pass for the PokerStars Players Championship? Would you like a trip to the Bahamas?
Why not? We haven't had a honeymoon. So that could be a holiday for us.
And how long ago did we get married again? I know I should know this, but just
2 years in December this year.
so you're saying we haven't had honeymoon even though we got married almost 2 years ago?
No honeymoon, no holiday.
Do you think you deserve it?
Yeah.
Oh, you deserve it. Do you think I deserve it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're an awesome father. You need a holiday. We both need a holiday.
If I did somehow win this competition, what would you do in the Bahamas while I was hopefully taking down this Players' Championship with a $25,000 buy-in?
Hopefully find a way to entertain the children and myself and
So-
support you.
Fair enough. So clearly you've thought about this long and...
A little bit.
Now that you've watched Rounders, are you concerned that I might suddenly come home sort of beaten up from a poker night?
No.
Why not? You see what happened in Rounders?
Yeah.
It was the municipal workers that weren't actually municipal workers. The police came that Worm tried to cheat in.
Yeah.
See, this also explains some things that they do these days with poker.
Uh-huh.
Do you notice how Worm was cheating in the...
I think he's taking from the bottom.
Okay, so he's dealing from the bottom of the deck. Do you know how they prevent this these days?
No.
Remember that thing we call a cut card?
No.
Notice all the poker decks I've got that I use for work, they've all got that little blue card
Ah.
that goes on the bottom, so you can't actually deal off the bottom.
Fair enough.
So that's,
Interesting.
all part of what they do these days. So, one thing they do talk about a little bit in the movie is the idea of going to Vegas for playing poker. And we did have a trip to Vegas before we got married. What did you think of Las Vegas? And
I think Las Vegas was awesome.
even though you're not a poker player or a gambler,
No, I just like the lights and the fountains and all the colours and movement. I thought it was a nice place. All the people were friendly.
would you like to go back there again someday?
Of course.
What did you think of LA? Because that's another place I've played a bit of poker in America.
Parts of LA were a bit scary.
Parts. Okay, but you like some of LA?
I like bits of Hollywood and I like the bits of Anaheim, but there's a few parts in West Hollywood. No, don't like that.
You don't have the same concern about the Bahamas?
I don't know. I have to do some research, I suppose.
Fair enough. Anyway, hopefully you'll find out one day soon. So that's going to wrap up episode 3, interview with the wife and the journey of life and how poker's involved, with a little bit of a look at Rounders as well, and trying to introduce the other half to poker and see if she can empathise with my situation. Anyway, I'll be back next week doing a bit of reminiscing about some of my poker moments of the past and a bit of an insight into some of the things I've done in poker over the journey. Thanks. Don't laugh.